Hello, guys. Welcome back to STEM Trainers. Okay, now in the previous videos of quadratic, we have seen how to complete a square, how to solve a quadratic, how to solve equations which can be reduced to a quadratic. Now, today we are going to see very important concept, that is how to draw a quadratic graph. Now, to draw a quadratic graph, there are some things we must know before drawing a graph. So, first we are going to discuss that, and then we will take some examples. Now, let's take quadratic to be a general quadratic ax square plus bx plus c. So everything will be in reference to this now. Okay. So first thing that we must know is x-intercepts or roots. Now, whenever a quadratic graph, which we know will be a parabola, which we call it as a parabola graph or parabolic in nature, will cross the x-axis, those points are known as x-intercepts. So for example, whenever this graph will cross the x-axis, at those points I can say y will be 0, and y equal to 0 means basically ax square plus bx plus c equals 0, right? Because y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. We are going to draw that. So when this is 0, it means you will get some x values, let's say x1 x2, and these will be the roots. We know this. So the x-intercepts will be x1 comma 0 and x2 comma 0. So whatever the roots are, if those roots are real, of course. If those roots are not real, then we will not talk about it. So anyways, so just what you have to do is substitute y as 0, you will get some x values, and which will give you the x-intercepts. So these are my x-intercepts. So whenever a quadratic is given, you must first find these. And we know these are the roots. Second thing, this you already know. Now, second thing is y-intercept. Now, y-intercept is when x coordinate is 0. Means the point where the curve is crossing the y-axis, and y-axis means x is 0. So when x is 0, as you can see, when you substitute x equal to 0 in ax square plus bx plus c, you get y as c. So basically it means is 0 comma c is going to be my y-intercept. Okay, so now this is all about the intercepts, x-intercept and y-intercept. Now the next thing, what you need to know. Importance of a. What is this a? Now we have quadratic is ax square bx plus c. So a is coefficient of x square. So what is the importance of this? So if a is positive, then my parabola will be opening upwards like this. And if my a is less than 0, then my graph will be parabola opening downwards like this. So how do I remember this? The remembering of this part is very easy. So how do I remember is, if a is positive means smiling face like this. If a is negative means something is negative, so we remember sad face like this. So this is how I remember: positive, smiling face; negative, sad face. So smiling means opening upwards, sad means opening downwards. Okay, next thing. Next thing that you need to know is vertex, stationary point, turning point. Now it has a lot of names. Now it depends on actually the chapter. If you are doing parabola or quadratic in coordinate, then we call it as vertex. Now if you are using differentiation or derivatives, then we call it sometimes as stationary point, turning point. So a lot of names are there, but it actually means the same thing. Now what happens is, whether your parabola is opening upwards or your parabola is opening downwards, now you can see in both the cases you have a special point. Now for first case, this point is my minimum value point, value of y. So this point is known as vertex or stationary point or turning point. Now similarly, if my graph is opening downwards, then this highest point, the point which has highest value of y, that is the maximum value of y in this quadratic, maximum value of quadratic, or you can say maximum value of y, same thing, because y is equal to quadratic. Okay, so this point is known as vertex. So this point is important. So whenever we have to draw a quadratic, we must know this point and we must mention this point in graph, otherwise the graph is incomplete. Now the question is, how do we find this point? So if quadratic is given, so there are three methods in this. You can choose whichever method you like. So I am going to mention all the three methods, because sometimes some students find first method easy, sometimes they find second method easy, sometimes they find third method easy. And anyways, if you are in year 10, year 1, year 2, and depending upon which year you are, you will be comfortable in one specific kind of method. Okay, so that's why I'm discussing all. So if you don't understand all the methods, it's okay, just concentrate on one method which you feel like it's easy for you. First method is completing the square. So completing the square we have already done. So if you are new here, you haven't watched that video, you can first pause this and go back and watch that video. So for simplicity, let me take one example. So let's say my quadratic is y equals x square plus 2x plus 3. Okay, not 3, let me take minus 3. Okay, let's say this is my quadratic. So I want to find the vertex. So what first you will do is complete the square. That you already know. Divide coefficient of x by 2, that is 1. So x plus 1 whole square minus 1 square minus 3. So y will come out to be x plus 1 whole square minus 4. So first thing that we have done is complete the square in this quadratic. So now, as you can see, my coefficient of x square is 1, which is positive. Positive means smiling face. Smiling face means opening upwards. So vertex will give me the minimum value of y. This will give me minimum value of y. So just you have to think, how can you get minimum value of y? Now y is x plus 1 whole square minus 4. It should be minimum. It means now this 4 is a constant. So I can't change this. It is whatever it is. But I can change this x plus 1 whole square by changing values of x. So now I have to find when will this be minimum. So obviously it's a square, right? And you know square value is never negative. So what's the minimum value of a square? So square value minimum will be 0. So if this square value is 0, y is minimum, and this point will give you the vertex. So finally, when is this square 0? When x is minus 1. You can see if x is minus 1, then minus 1 plus 1, this bracket will become 0. So x is minus 1. So when x is minus 1, what is y? Y is minus 4. So we are getting a point, x as minus 1, y is minus 4. So this point is minus 1 minus 4. That is my vertex. So what's the way to remember this? Now you don't have to do all this, when it is minimum, when it is 0, things like this. All you have to do is just make a perfect square. By perfect square, I mean is complete the square and make sure there is no single x value. There should only be x in square term, like this. Once you have that, equate that value to be 0. That will give you x value. And then substitute that x value to get y value. So this is method 1, completing the square. We will see more examples of this when we will do actually draw the graphs of quadratics. Now second method. This second method is not there in the textbooks. So what is this method is? There is a formula for finding a vertex. So whenever you have a quadratic, ax square plus bx plus c, you can directly find the vertex coordinates. So the formula for that is, let me just write that vertex is minus b over 2a comma minus d over 4a. So this is my vertex formula. Now you already know what is a, b. A is coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x. What is this d? D is nothing but discriminant, right? Discriminant is, you have studied, is equal to b square minus 4ac. So you can easily find all the values and directly you can get the value of vertex coordinates. So let me show you. So let's do this previous question. Previous question, our y was x square plus 2x minus 3, and let's check whether it's coming out to be same or not. So in this, let me just quickly find the values. A is 1, b is 2, c is minus 3. So I can find d first. D is b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4 multiply by a multiply by c. So what is this? 16. This is coming out to be 16. So what is my vertex coordinate? Vertex coordinate will be minus b, that is 2, over 2a, 2 times 1, comma minus d, that is minus 16, divided by 4 times 1. And you can simply see here, I am getting my vertex as minus 2 over 2, that is minus 1. And what is minus 16 over 4? Minus 16 over 4 is minus 4. So as you can see, my vertex coordinate in first part and in second part are same. So you can use directly this method also to find the vertex. And that's it. Third method. Now this third method, if you are in year 10, then you won't be knowing this method, because this method is using differentiation or derivatives. And generally derivatives you study in year 1, year 2, SL math or HL math. Okay. So what is this method? Let me just quickly go through. It's very simple. Y equals x square plus, what was the question? 2x minus 3. So how to use differentiation to find this vertex is, you first differentiate this with respect to x. So if you differentiate this, y differentiation is dy by dx, which is equal to 2x plus 2. And then equate dy by dx to be equal to 0. So 2x plus 2 equals to 0. Then obviously what is x here? X is minus 1. See, you again are getting the same point, x as minus 1. Now once you have x, you can substitute the value of x in the quadratic, that is minus 1 square plus 2 times minus 1 minus 3. So this is 1 minus 2 minus 3, that is minus 4. So you are getting same value of y. You can see here. So 3 methods. So don't worry if you are in year 10 or year 9, if you are using this, don't worry about differentiation. You can study either method 1 or method 2. Now if you are in year 1, year 2, I think all methods you should know, but you have to use one, whichever you like. Okay, so these are the 4 things that you must know before drawing a graph. If you know these things, then drawing a graph is like piece of cake. It's very easy. Okay, so we will discuss these 4 concepts more when we will take some examples. So in the next video, we are going to take some 2-3 examples and see how to apply them. Thanks for watching STEM Trainers.